storm passed and I feel refreshed. So I'm coming back. We're back. We're continuing just where we were, where we left off. I'm just gonna... I even remember to put caption on now. We are back. I'm gonna relight our beautiful... It was a very, very short storm. Whoop. Hello guys, I am back. The storm is past and I feel refreshed. And let's continue. I just didn't feel like stopping there today. And the storm passed. It was just a couple of lightning strikes and then no more storm. So I'm just gonna wait for people to rejoin and we can continue where we left off. And I am about what happened before. Let's just keep on going. I react so sensitively to things. I react so much to things. And I feel acknowledging that and just keep on going and fall into these traps and just feel knowing where your intention lies. Miss Sin would be so proud. Knowing where your intention lies and how you are feeling and where you are brings the stepping stones to keep on going. And as you are genuine within your heart, there's no reason to question yourself. And when we question ourselves, we should do that and take the opportunity to meet ourselves and new parts of us. So the storm has passed in many ways. And I love to be here. I just didn't want to stop streaming. And I don't want to stop for now anyway. And I don't want to stop going, you know? We believe in ourselves is the most beautiful thing. And when we meet things that we don't quite recognize within ourselves, it is indeed something that we do resonate with, but on a subconscious level. And it gives us the beautiful opportunity of getting to know ourselves. Neil, hi, how are you? How are you doing, my friend? I just see there is a typo in the title, so I'm just gonna fix that. And then I will wait for people to rejoin if they feel like it, and we can continue the stream where we left off. Oh, it doesn't wanna... There it is! Okay. Nikite, hi, how are you? Just ate a cucumber in 2 bites. Wow. David, hello! Welcome back. The storm passed and so did the storm within. It was a very, very short one. That is impressive, yeah. Do you feel like continuing your reading? Hey, Fabian, thank you! I felt I didn't want to stop streaming, and I realized I don't want to. I've been talking about this when you were gone, and I don't want to continue letting things get me down. Instead, I want to do what I say to others to do and to meet that and to see what it is within. And so I need to fall into these traps. I need to have these setbacks for myself in order to get to start a relationship with it, so that I know what it is next time I meet it. So I know my own emotional journey. Because I myself have, when I say things to people, when I say how we can help ourselves, why not show it and do and be the example of it first? So that is what I'm working on. You ate one in one. Those small cucumbers can't be that difficult. The small ones, you know? Welcome, guys. It's beautiful seeing you here. Walk the leg. So, David, would you like us to continue your transference? Or how do you feel? Sorry for just hopping back in like this. I know we were hosting Sin, I saw just when I went live. I'm sorry to just hop back in and say, hey, oh, you know what? We're going back in. Hi, guys. Okay. I have a question for you, David. I have a question. Each time, I think it is, that you have gotten a reading from me, something has cut the stream. It has cut in the middle of the reading, and this time it was the thunderstorm, or it's been the connection. What? Just a general question, just a little bit of an interesting point of view. What do you think this, does this tell you something? What do you think the reason for this is? Is it just coincidence? Or do you feel there might be something in it? Because I do have a... Yeah, I am, Tara. I am, yeah. Because something that we can see with this, David, surprise, something that we can see is that you having been so scared of losing out, in meaning not being right for the situation which you are in, being afraid of doing wrong. Don't you think that having someone read you, I know that you have other people as well, but when it gets cut and then we come back to it, that tells you a little bit like, for me, I need to fall into these traps, I need to walk into these doors in order to feel I can overcome them. And so when someone just stops listening to you, then they come back and want to hear more. Maybe that is something that can be part of strengthening your confidence in yourself and your love for yourself. What do you think? Shavodeko, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Welcome to the community, my friend. How are you? Thank you for following. 2 in 1 day, yeah. The storm passed. But you see what I mean, David? That maybe that can help you in the same way I need these trolls coming in and having me feel confident in that I don't actually have to express that I know what is trolling and what is not. I can actually do wrong and still know what is the truth for me in that and learn from it so that I can help more in that, being more confident in myself. And so when our reading cuts, that's a beautiful way for you, I think, of feeling like you are not included just because your energy or your energy reading is put on pause for a little bit. Do you see what I'm getting at? I think it's beautiful. So for you today, I want to use this that happened with a troll. I'm going back to it because of what I said to you before I ended the stream. When the lightning struck, that just look at yourself and how far you've come. Not in that there is anything that you need to achieve, not that you need to walk a certain way or a certain path, a certain distance, but rather just see the change. In that change does happen, you know, because I think that's beautiful. It helps understanding about yourself, yeah. So, let's see who wants to work with you today, David. Did you have the elephants before? Because they want to come back. I'm not sure if you had them, but they want to come back in the exact way. No, I think it was Emma last, but it's with the same message. You know, the little elephants and the big one. And these two want to come together. They want to work together. And it's actually going to be a silent message today, but it has to do with you don't have to achieve a certain distance. Like I said, life is happening anyway. We grow up. We evolve. If we're going to talk about evolution, no matter how we look at it, we do evolve. We do change over time. And it happens no matter. But it's beautiful when we can pay attention to it and really appreciate what is happening, or rather acknowledge that it's happening, you know. So for you, I truly think that what has happened today, in every part of it, is a beautiful message to send to you, you know. I truly think so. See, even now I'm covering things up. It's a little bit broken here. So I cover it up with a flower. Maybe we don't have to do that. Or maybe we can say we're not covering up, we're adding to it. But we're letting people see what is actually underneath. It's dirty, it's a little bit broken, it's been burnt. But it's also a placeholder for the flower. But we're not trying to hide what is underneath. You know what I mean. It's just a beautiful thing. Life is happening no matter, and I see the change in you. And it's beautiful to acknowledge that, not to have to strive for it, but to acknowledge what indeed does happen. Do you feel that brings you a little bit of comfort today, David? Yes, Paga, the storm passed. Surprise, I'm back. Does this feel okay? For that is what I have for you today, David, is to really look at my reaction and your reaction to that reaction, and in that see the change in how you look at yourself, because we're a reflection of one another, right? This one has come into shot. There. Right? I'm sorry if that was noisy. So that is what I have for you today, David. I hope it can bring a little. I think it's beautiful. So thank you. Shavadeko, I really don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry for mispronouncing it. You were asking what an energy reading is? No, that was Nikite. Okay, but Nikite, whoever is here, an energy reading is when I connect to your, like a radio. If we see ourselves as being radios, and we all in electricity, you know, we are made out of electricity, or there is a lot of electricity going on inside of us and everywhere around us. We're part of the system. And also radio waves can be seen as a part or a kind of electricity. And us humans and every individual, I believe we have our own frequency. And so I work as an intuitive counselor in telepathy and intuition, and I'm also a healer. And what I do is work as a radio in picking up your frequency. And what I do then is connect to your frequency and the information in the universal library, which is where we store all information on what is happening, since we're all connected through electricity. I see, with the help of my guides, working as librarians, they bring information to me that may help see your situation from a different perspective in order to help for your well-being. I know it sounds very advanced, but it's really not. It's simply being human. Listen, my heart listening to your heart is usually what I say. But this is a way of trying to see it. We do not know what it is we're doing, but this is how I would like to explain the experience of what we're doing, if that makes any sense. Thank you, Shariko. So that is what I'm talking about. I was in searching for David's frequency and certain information that can help him in his situation at this moment was what happened. Thank you. I hope that you will enjoy your stay, Shevadeko. And yes, Paga, we are back. The storm passed and I feel refreshed. I do have 4 warning notifications on my stream though, so let me know if anything is lagging behind or if anything is going on, because everything seems a little bit disrupted because of us, probably because of us rebooting the internet when we pulled all the plugs on our router. That's probably why. Adelaide, hi! Welcome back! So, I have decided I feel refreshed. So, the storm has passed and everything just feels, let's keep on going. And let's meet and greet ourselves in our reactions. I'm gonna see who in queue is here. Because I reacted in such a... Oh, actually, I've not pulled up the queue. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do so right now. There is I usually have 10 minutes where I pull everything up before streaming, and since I just wanted to come back, I forgot about the queue. I'm so sorry. I have it right here now. I'm just gonna... now it's background behind the scenes again. Let's see. I'm gonna put this little thing I have here. I'm gonna put that in a specific window. And then I'm gonna pull the channel points. Yes, behind the scenes. And the channel points I will put here, and then I will have that HTTP address, and I will put that in the same window as the queue. That's how I do it. Now I have both of them in the same location, and then I will pull that down so I can see the stream as well. And where I go. Behind the scenes today. We should rename the stream to behind the stream. Behind the scenes. I saw we were hosting Miss Sin, by the way. Beautiful broadcaster, by the way, for you who have not seen her before. She's absolutely a wonderful individual. And I saw that we were hosting her, and I didn't know of this. And I saw that just before I clicked to go live, or actually when I did go live, because that's when I saw the stream, and so I saw that we were hosting. So I'm sorry if I come in here and intrude your plans for the evening with Miss Sin. I apologize. She's absolutely a wonderful individual, and she's such an inspiration in how she tries to, or how she is openly exploring her own being, and that is what I hope to be able to do too. I saw that someone were asking if I could do a reading on myself in front of you. I'm not sure if that was someone who what they meant by it, but if you are interested, that is definitely something we can do, and it's something I do with the bubblegums. But sometimes, or what I believe in, is that it is beautiful to have someone else's perspective. So as a healer, we usually, or many people say and think that we need to heal ourselves and cannot ask for assistance. And what I think is so beautiful is to be able to come together and do help heal others, because we need the perspective, or rather, the more perspectives, the more beautiful. Because everything, whatever it is that we meet in that perspective, from that angle, is part of the world. It's underneath the sky. Or in it, depending on how we look at it. So, yeah. That was you. Okay, you're curious to see what your reading will be like. And that is what I have. I don't know how you feel this to be, and I can't speak for everyone, but for me personally, I have clients who come to me who wants to work as energy workers, because I also do energy work coaching. And I have energy workers who comes to me and say that I want to work with energy, but I can't seem to see my own energy. And we feel this is where we need to start out. And indeed, we need to accept and acknowledge our own energy. But seeing our own fortune, or seeing our own information in the Akashic Library, I am thinking, for me personally, I'm thinking that we need someone else's perspective in order to be able to handle that in small doses. So actually, I think it's more difficult to see our own than to help see others. Because the information comes to us in a way that we understand, and there is so much surrounding our thoughts of our own life. When we look at someone else's, we can focus on what is connected to the information in the particular situation, and we can see this that we focus on, which is easier for us because of not being attached to the rest, but rather resonating with that part of the energy. When we're reading ourselves, we're being in the middle of it. And you know, when we are close to something, it can be more difficult to see the whole picture than when we stand a bit afar. So it's possible, but I think it is also quite difficult, because we tend to want to see certain things as well, and maybe subconsciously start to manipulate. Who knows? But I would love to try. Yeah. This is just how I look at it, because I've heard many say to me, I don't think I can work with energy. I really want to, but I can't even read my own. And that's where I come in and say, I can't read my own. I get information, and I can see I can observe, but I think also part of what is so beautiful in life is to not know what will happen, and to experience it instead. But yes, I do have a clear connection with my guides, in that I get to know what will happen if there is something that I need to be prepared for. So sometimes yes, very often. But to go in and fully do your own reading, it's difficult to know where you would start and what kind of information you will be able to handle without getting stuck in trying to find more out. But it's an interesting and intriguing idea. This is how I look at it. I always get excited when bubblegums are mentioned. Yeah! It's a little group. I hope it to become several groups, but it is where we experiment with energy. So it's my course in energy work, but it's very loosely termed because I have no study made behind me. I am simply experimenting with what I know, and to listen to my heart listening to yours. But that is bubblegums. Yeah, I feel like you're very good at being honest with yourself. Yes, I try to be, and I try to see it from different perspectives. And being a telepath, I also have the beautiful opportunity of sometimes seeing it from what is a greater perspective or a greater afar than what I am generally, but it's still me, so it still goes through me. But when seeing it from my twin's perspective, my twin's perspective through me, it can really help seeing a bigger picture. But I also have wonderful people around me, and once again, the more perspectives, the more beautiful. And when we can share, we can feel comfort that can reflect upon others and back on ourselves, and vice versa. So to sharing is the most beautiful. And when we have people around us, and once again, it's not about sharing and having to feel like we need to share this. We can't keep it to ourselves. It's sort of the feeling it will be okay to share this because I feel comfortable with this part of me. And that is what I hope to help bring forth in others, so that I can also reflect back on me. Because as you can tell, I'm also very sensitive because I'm a human being. And we will never love every part of ourselves, but we can learn to expect or accept. Expect. That's interesting. We can learn to accept and acknowledge more and more of us, and expect things as well, I guess. Giving ourselves challenges, and to see the expectations, the judgmental expectations, for maybe not always and just being judgmental, but also a way for us to learn more about ourselves, and in that, the world that we are part of. Tara, are you here, my friend? Because you are next in queue, if you are. But I can read myself, yeah? But Tara's next in queue. Hello, thank you for introducing Dawn to our stream, by the way. And I apologize for this. Well, I guess I don't apologize for this very real stream of behind the scenes and trickery and all of these things, meeting ourselves. Leah Andrews 496, welcome to our community. Thank you for following. I hope you enjoy your stay, my friend. You show it like it is. Great introduction. Yeah. I hope that she feels we can bring a little joy to her. She got to see the real you. Yeah. I'm really liking the real stream today. I have the feeling that you're being even more vulnerable with us than usual. I am. I have been, like I said, I've been heat stricken, and that causes pain and dissociation for me, and not being able to walk or talk, and it affects me. And that makes me, like we said, we talked about being tired before, and how when we don't have enough energy to actually care too much, when we see this from this perspective that we spoke about before, that can actually have us loosen up our expectations of ourselves. And that is when I work the best, is when I don't have expectations of myself, that I can just be myself. And you saw I still need to do my best, of course, but if the intention is to do and to be general or genuine, then how can we not be if we are just being? So you saw me struggling because I was digging my own ditch a little bit earlier on stream, and I was scared, but it's part of me, yeah, and it's part of my experience in the world, and if that can help any, that is beautiful. It helps me, and it also helped in the reading of what we gave David, I feel, and also Paga. But definitely David, and also several of you that can resonate in how you reacted to my reaction, and how that changed from how you would have reacted before. That is beautiful. But yes, a lot is happening also in the system, and we had a cry night. And both my twin and I were just exhausted. And that is why you are too exhausted to try to force forward something that is not you. That is what you're seeing, I guess. I always try to be honest and transparent, but we're also part of society. And when it comes down to it, subconsciously, we will always try to fit in. And the exhaustion goes behind that, in a way. Yeah. She loves it. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm sorry I had to cut short. I hope that she will be able to join back again if she feels like it. And also joins us on Discord if she would be able to. What you are doing to her for her, it's so beautiful, Tara. So for you, what would you like today, my friend? Yeah. I heard. I saw your message. It's so beautiful. She will be back. Yay. An energy reading? Yes. Maybe you can let her know that we're back as well. If that can bring a little joy and comfort to her. You did? Yeah. I was, when I picked the water up, I just heard, oh, she already did that. Okay. Let's see. Tara, why are you trying to be out in space? You found yourself grounded in the last healing. And then it went back into this more, they're saying fuzzy feeling, but I guess it's a comfy, floaty feeling, but now you're trying to get out of space. Is the stress becoming too much in where you are? I know I'm not supposed to ask questions, but genuinely this is for your well-being, Tara, and I feel you are trying to leave your body. I think it's because you are waiting on the results from your doctor, or you don't know what will happen, and you're frustrated with yourself, so you want to find, they're talking about finding a new path, actually. I feel the stress has really gotten to you, but in a way that makes, it's interesting because it's not shot you in the heart, it's just this friend that you recognize that is there and just saying, you know what, Tara, maybe you should, and then you're ready to go with it. It feels like you want to change things in a very powerful way, but it feels like you want to do so very calmly, but you won't change. You want change for yourself. And the reason why you're feeling disconnected from your body I felt like I've lost my mind since I had an teaching the other day. Yeah, it feels like, so I get it, it could be with the medication, but I also feel like you're actually starting to wonder what you can do in life. And since you are holding on to something that means so much to you in helping other people and being there, now you want to leave, you want to disconnect from your body because the emotions are too much, I think. I think this is opening up for you ways of living, ways of life that you are not prepared to face. But you are going out in space. Taking a step back lately, I actually hired down as a housekeeper, been taking more care of myself. I'm becoming more focused on me, right? And that's why you start to feel, because it feels like the more you focus on you and your physical self, you are starting to feel like you're actually losing up the bolts in your surrounding. And I feel this is something that terrifies you. So for you, Tara, flying the nest every mother has to do, or father, to go get more food. If both birds stay in the nest with the young ones, who will go get the food? And the food in this being the energy. Because you are exhausting your body in a way that you are dissociating from it or trying to leave it be because you are seeing things more clearly. It's the same thing that we were talking about before, in that you are starting to actually see your situation and how realizing what you would actually want out of that situation, or not what you would actually want, but your possibilities. And this terrifies you. And I think it's that fear that disconnects you from yourself. But Tara, I feel that message is such a beautiful one today. Is that every bird needs to leave their nests in order to provide for their young. And I mean this, that you need to regain your own energy in order to see what is in front of you with an open angle. I know that your mind is clearing up a bit, or has been this summer, or this past few weeks, and you're starting to see things from a different perspective, but that is also clouding it because it doesn't correlate with what you knew from before. And everything goes back to the core of the wish of being free. Free in being Tara. Something that so many of us, sorry, I've forgotten to do this, I'm sorry. Something that so many of us can resonate with. We want to be free in us, but what is it to be free? Do we need to spread our wings, literally? Or can we spread our wings at home? What I feel for you is that really you need time for yourself, but you also need time someplace else in order to provide energy for the young ones and for the people you're taking care of. You need to find the joy in life in order to spread joy to others. this make any sense, Tara? So for you truly today, I just want to say, short left wingers, if you're still here, you can get shorter readings by using the channel points. If full readings are too long for you to wait, channel points are taken first. So you can use your channel points and pick what you would like from there. You're actually, Tara, stressing yourself out in being calm. That sounds really interesting, don't you think? You're stressing yourself out in being calm, but I think you know what I mean. And you are feeling completely dissociated from your own body and mind. And this is because you simply don't know who Tara is at this very moment. And you don't have to know, that's the thing, because you already do know if you just breathe and be. And what you need is a change of scenery in order to do so. And it doesn't have to be you going far. But you know that car trip you took just to be talking to me? You know, not just our session did all of that you were experiencing. It was also taking Tara out for a ride and showing her another part of the world, which is not the house, in order to bring that joy back to the house. Short left wingers, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the community. So why you are confused is because you need fresh air to clear your thoughts. The thoughts of being you. Also, another thing that many can resonate with is that you are stressing the calm. So you are hurrying up to get calm. You see? You're stressing everything. We were talking about stress before. So don't try to hurry up becoming calm. Find yourself, take yourself to a new space just for you. And just breathe. It can be just around the corner, but nature, you, that lake of yours, and just be you. Every bird needs to leave the nest in order to provide for their young. So, yes. It's the crystal cat. Pureness comes in many forms, Tara. And you are an amazing mother, caretaker, human being. With all your faults and all your cracks, whether you can turn into a cat and a beautiful witch or not, you're beautiful the way you are. And all of that is part of it. All of that makes up the experience of being you. And when you can be accepting every part of you, you release that beautiful energy onto the people around you to to accept every part of them. Remember, we can never accept every part of us. We can never love us to a completion. But we can get a long way there. It's what I have for you today, Tara. I hope it can bring you a little bit of joy. I know it's very general, but I feel it was what you needed to hear, because you know that's yourself. You need to get out of the house to breathe fresh air, to reconnect and really connect to yourself. Thank you. Thank you for letting me bring that to you. Okay, short left wingers. I'm gonna see if I can find your frequency. You want the bubble of the day. So let's see. I am very tired, so be gentle with me. Okay. So, short left wingers, your bubble today is about not having to know everything in order to be good, in order to be alright, in order to be enough. When you feel like you are not aware of something, or you feel you don't actually know the answer to a question, that does not mean that people will look down on you because of it. It's your own expectations put on yourself because of what you've gone through. But if you're not gonna raise your voice, no one else will. And you deserve to hear your own voice. So before you try to make right by everyone else, accept yourself. It sounds so easy, and it's so difficult, and it's something that so many of us should work on. Very harsh words today with you. But it's simply about you don't always have to be right in order to be right. I like that one. So that is what the bubble will be about. So I'm gonna bring up the energy. I'm gonna use our new little friend today. Which one would like to work with us? You would like to work with us, okay? So I'm gonna bring up the energy. When we tell ourselves that we believe that our loved and dear ones think certain things about us, and we make it so that we truly feel that is how they experience us, and we feel we need to make right by being right. To acknowledge that helps us meet ourselves. So your bubble today, you do not need to be right in order to be right. And I'm gonna go through your hand and place it right there. Beautiful. How are you feeling, my friend? No difference? That's okay. It's a very general reading, or a very general message, I was gonna say. but it's also a very important one, and there's a reason why so many could resonate with it. But really for you, we call it being a besserwisser, when you need to know everything. And I know it's not about you saying to everyone that you know everything, but I know deep inside, I know you feel you have to know everything. You don't have to be right in order to be right. Thank you. I hope that can bring a little joy to you. How are you feeling? Very general, but very beautiful at the same time. We're all human. Paga, you wanted a one-sentence encouragement for Tara? Was that right? Oh, she got a one-sentence encouragement with the birds. Let's see. Tara, your heart beats within you. And the colors you pick will make the rainbow. That's something that came through in regards to a boy that you help. The colors you pick will paint a rainbow. Oh, it's beautiful. I love that you have found a way to try to understand how to help him in his learning capacity, or how to speak. It's beautiful. I tried my best. Yeah. Adelaide, if you are still here, are you ready for your transference today? I mean, regards to the boy. Just make it sound good. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good. But the color you pick will paint the rainbow. It's beautiful, Tara. Just remember, every bird has to fly the nest in order to provide. It's just how it is. But they come back. Wanted to do a reading on yourself instead of me. Okay, I can do that. Would you like a specific one or a general one? Thank you. Is there anything specific I should look for, or just in general? General, okay. Now, I am part of a system, so it is possible that I will pick up on my twin's energy, but I will do my best. And just to do, I will do the same things I do when I do readings for others. With a water, and with a fire, and we'll see what comes up. Oh wow. Immediately, it talks about how I need to, it's also general but specific. It says how I need to believe in myself, how I need to trust myself, and if I want to leave for England, I will get there. All I need to do is trust myself, and I don't have to rush that in going there. So I always felt England to be my home, and my twin lives there. And I was afraid when starting opening up a reading that it would say that I'm not in the right place. But what it's actually saying is that I don't need to rush it, and it doesn't have to be one or the other, because they're both parts of life. So I will get there, but I will also be here. And then they are telling me how my father will, when he passes, he will be proud. Which is a fear I have, because I have no connection to him. And then it's about not trying to have people understand you. How can you ask someone to understand you if you don't understand yourself? And they're also talking about how my mother was trying to find herself. And she does so now through me. And I come around here, memory, by being me. Every part that is me. And my fiancé doesn't love me because I'm trying to love him. He loves me because I actually do love him. And he can see that. Because also he knows energy. And everyone is a fool in their own right. And what I say to others, I need to trust within myself. For I say always that I am a mirror to others. So when people say that they feel warm and comfortable with me and that they like my company, and I say that it's actually themselves that they are talking to, because I work as a mirror. What they are telling me is that I need to see it the other way around as well, because I always tell people how beautiful they are. So in reality, I find myself to be beautiful, just mistreated. And that it's okay to feel that you are mistreated. But when it comes down to it, the only one who can truly mistreat you is yourself. So who to forgive? You. I'm gonna pull a figurine for myself as well. They're talking about when I study, I'm studying from my heart. So I don't need to participate in a teaching program just to participate in life. Or to participate in life, because life is happening right now. Just as I say to myself or to others all the time. I picked this. It's been out before. It's a beautiful little bird. And I saw this. I don't know if you can tell, but it has a little, you can see it, a little splotch there. And I picked up on it because I see the very small details of myself and think that everyone will pay attention and notice it. Who to say that that's not part of the bird's feathers? And that it's just the way it's supposed to be, because it can never be anything else. So what I'm getting from myself is that I should see the mirror effect also the other way around. When I say that people find themselves beautiful when they say that I am, that means that I too feel myself being beautiful when I say to others that they are. And all the rest of it. So thank you for letting me bring me my own reading. I feel comforted. So thank you, Adelaide. Adelaide, sorry. Thank you. Would you like a reading also for you? Or was this what you were looking for, my friend? Because it means a lot. Thank you. This with the mother, I just want to mention that how you see mothers, Adelaide, is so beautiful and such an inspirational way of thinking. I just wanted to bring it up. So thank you for this, and thank you for being an inspiration. That's okay. That's okay, my friend. You know where to find me if you want. That made you curious, huh? And relaxed. That's a beautiful combo, don't you think? Curious and relaxed. I love it. I'm sorry, I was checking the queue and it went over Streamlabs, so behind the scenes again. It's what is happening. When I'm clicking, I have this in different tabs, and when I click one tab to bring it up, it usually clicks what is underneath, which is Streamlabs. I'm okay either way, I'll let the spirits decide. Curious and relaxed is an awesome state to be in. Yeah, it just feels like that's where you are in this. But I also feel you're a very beautiful advocate, I use that word again, for women and for mothers in particular. And that is something that is very, very inspirational. It was just something that came through. And if it's not something you resonate with, it's quite fascinating. But I see you really having this wonderful way of looking at other people, and for some reason it's very, very connected to mothers in general. Because you have a very, like I said, you're a strong advocate. Is that a word that you can use in this sentence? Most of my friends are mothers. Because you really see the strength and the energy that they put into just being. You see wonders. You see life as being filled with wonders. And it's so beautiful, and in a way of you seeing mothers and the wonder of motherhood is really, really, like I said, inspiring. The word advocate fits them, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. You are a curious individual, Adelaide. Would you like a reading? Or a very short one? Just talk, maybe you and I. Because there is something coming through for you. Yeah, that's what I did. Because the thing is, there is something coming through for you. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hi, Emma! Yo! Happy Pride, my friend. To all of you who celebrate and you who does not, happy weekend. And to you who celebrate as well. I will do you a reading, Adelaide. I'm just gonna pick up your name because I put you as having had your reading, so I just need to put you in. Boop. Oh, did that? Is that okay? Let's see. No, wait. Maybe now? Yes! Now it works! There is something coming through for you. And... oh, sorry, that's not you. I thought, are you here still, Nick White? Because it says that you're not, but it's picking up. It's picking up that you should be. Are you here, my friend? Let me know, because it's saying that you are not, but it's picking up you. It's picking you up in queue. Look, it's doing it again. I'm putting you at first, but it seems not to want to. There you are. Okay. Okay. None of them have rainbows. Yeah, I know. I know, right? Hi, Emma. Beautiful seeing you. So, Adelaide, there is one thing coming through, and I want to start this reading with this message, and it is that you are such an advocate for other people. Why are you lost yourself? And the thing is, you're putting yourself forward as not being lost. So you want to have this way of, because you have this very calm way about you that all is well, and you have your thing that you're doing, but parts of you, I just feel like you are swimming around in your own head a little bit, or around your head. And so you're trying to advocate for other people, and you're trying to gain inspiration from them. But the inspiration, the most beautiful one you have, is within yourself. As the same way that you asked me to get a reading for myself, I feel this is what you're trying to gain. Subconsciously, also a little bit consciously, and with love. That's not to leave out of the question. But you are trying to find yourself. Every one of us is, I know. But it feels like you're swimming around your own head a little bit and waiting for your life to take off, even though it's already there, in a sense. I just feel something is missing in how you are looking at yourself in comparison to how you look at others and your experience of yourself. Because things is happening and you're putting up a strong front, but you are very uncertain within, I feel. Or maybe not uncertain, but you're very floaty in your feeling, in you. I just see you swimming around your own head, and I mean around your own head. So you have your head and you are swimming around it, not inside of it, but around it. This has to do with children. This is why you're advocate for mothers. Do you feel lonely even though you're in a room filled with people? Because you can make sense of other people's lives, but you feel left out when it comes to your own? Stray Cat Strangler, hi my friend, how are you doing? Here someone comes in that knows exactly what we're talking about. When we feel that we have the puzzle pieces, we can see the puzzles of each person's lives in front of us. Yeah. I recently started recognizing my own worth. Everything you said fits. Because you've been so energized in watching other people's lives, to be fair. And now you're starting to see the time, actually. Not that it stresses you out, it is, okay. But also, not that it's this big deal of a... Yeah, time is... there. Every time I say this, trying to see from a different perspective, it just comes back, yes. It's about time. It's about how time has passed when you've been watching other people's lives. And you are wondering how to find yourself, so maybe giving yourself your own reading is a good way of going about it. So seeing me doing it makes sense to you, because then you can observe someone observing themselves. Because the people you usually observe is people taking care mainly of others, because as you say, many are mothers. So you go out and you see this world filled with puzzle pieces and puzzles, with colors, and then you come back home and it's empty. Whether that is an actual empty home, which I feel it could be, or if it's just your experience in yourself, they won't tell, but it feels very empty. It's almost like this. You're lighting a match and you're looking at it and you know it will burn your fingers, but you're hoping that it will, but you can't know for sure that it will. At the same time, you're wishing it would have hurt your fingers, because then you would have had an experience out of it. The thing is, everything that you're going through are experiences. You're gaining experience every minute, every second that you're alive. And nothing is ever too late. But if you feel you want to act on creating something right here and now, or at least in the near future, my twin is the same. But he has been more focused on himself, you've been more focused on others. But you're both in this, what happens with my time, because I watch. Empty, yes, but not literally. My family's full of well-meaning, loving bigots. It just feels empty in a way. It feels empty in how it feels within you. it feels like you're not sure where you are in yourself. And this is why he was so focused on himself and you've been so focused on others that now you're both starting to wonder where your life is actually. And it's okay. I'm not to say that you are not, that you've not completed or accomplished anything, and that's the thing. Everything we do is experience, and you have lovely people around you. Bigfoots or no, Bigfoots. You know, it just feels like you are wondering where you are in this. You know? If you stay, Fenrish, sorry for mispronouncing your name, I will talk to you after the reading. Don't worry, I'm from Sweden. Now when you started to open up towards yourself, it feels like you don't quite know where to fit everything in. This is something that I know for certain that several people in our community recognizes and resonate with. But it's like when we've cared so much about other people, we don't want to do them injustice by caring about ourselves, but it is giving them justice to care about ourselves. But how much time do we spend for the different parts? But I feel you are still, even though you're saying your family, you have a big family, it just feels like it's different in your energy than what it is, for example, for Tara, because it feels like you have you have more time on your hands when it comes to experiencing yourself, and what you do is swimming around your own head. So maybe start taking memories. Start putting things down, start writing things, journaling, taking pictures. Start remember, not just for others, but for yourself. Do things to remember the time, because you're already so concerned about time. Then meet it head on and say, you know what? All of these beautiful memories are just part of everything that I experience. And life is happening right now. Oh, I say that expression so much. Life is happening right now, and it's so true. So when you are afraid of time, meet it head on and say, you know what? Okay, if I am uncertain of what I do with my time, then I will then put it down and say I do this. And maybe that can bring you inspiration to do more things that you want to do. Because I do feel you're in a headspace that is different in a way that you do have time to express yourself in a more for yourself way, if that makes any sense. The fact that you picked up on my concern for time is pretty cool. I was trying to put it aside several times. I said, you're not worried about time. And they went, oh yeah. Definitely time is a big factor here. Okay. But you're not terrified. Oh, okay, it is time. It's quite funny how it happens. I tried to see around it, and no. Let's face it head on, because that is what it is. So then use that time, remember that time, and bring that time to be your friend. Time by Pink Floyd. You can't, every passing moment is a moment lost, but it's also a moment experienced. And keeping memories, because it's quite interesting how you are so affected by time, but you are not very good with collecting memories in a way that you can, for you, store them or to have them be. And I think this is the reason why you're worried that time passes by and that you're not sure about what you've done with it. You do this for others, but you're not very good with doing it for yourself, I feel. I spent most of my life having panic attacks about mortality. Even birthday just reminds me that death is one get closer. That's a good idea, recognizing time passing and being okay with it. Yeah, and save memories. So just see, you know what? You are not someone behind a corner that might jump up and scare me to death one day, literally. You're actually a friend who is here, right now. Time, I mean. So start putting it down, and not in the way of you have to do this, but just sometimes. You know how other people are doing it. I even see you do it for others in taking pictures or writing things down. But for yourself, you're mostly just worried. So start memory. Create your own little memory bank. And enjoy time as a friend. I'm very good at forgetting my life because I was always embarrassed about my life. It didn't match up with the dreams and stuff I wanted to accomplish. Putting it down is a neat idea. Sometimes the eternity of the past and the eternity of the future becomes too much, but within every present there is a chance for having with most magnified. Oh, that is so beautiful. Sometimes the eternity of the past and the eternity of the future. Yeah. Well, present is right here, right now. And it's happening right here, right now. So instead of worrying about, because you're not worried about the eternal future, you are worried, like you said, about that ending. And what did you do? What did you manage to do till the day that you died that you don't have to be ashamed of? Well, nothing that you don't have to be ashamed, you know? Put it down and see it as a friend. Say, hello there, time. You are a part of my life. It's that easy, and you're a great part of my life because I focus a lot of energy on you. So, okay, that's okay. Then let's do this together. Not forcing them time, not rushing them, being a friend, and they will be a friend back. You get what I mean? Enjoy time as a friend. That made me feel fear. That's beautiful. Looks like I know what to work on. My parents remind me every day how much of a failure I am to them. But yeah, it's something I'm working on. That is why also you're working with seeing mothers and trying to see the beauty of it. I understand. But remember that also to them, time is also a factor. There's a reason why you're feeling this. I know that they're talking about your grandfather, who has been especially, time has been literally in his life. In some way or form, they're not showing too much, but subconsciously, your parents, both of them, being very, very stressed. And one, it turns out in a lazy way, and it feels like nothing is being done. And you know that happens when you feel everything needs to be done, nothing gets done. And for someone else, that seems like, come on, you're not doing anything. But in reality, you're doing everything, but in your head. And another one turns out to be almost not manic, but traveling, switching back and forth in having to have everything done, and then that frustration and anger turns out and shows up. So I totally understand why, from this background, that you would feel you need to have accomplished something. Especially, I feel you have siblings. Maybe I just feel it could be your parents as well, but I feel you have someone that you constantly what's it called? You constantly compare to. And not in a way that, because you don't know what they've been doing either, but just a feeling of time, as much equal time having passed for both of you or for all of you, and you are afraid of where in the lineup you will end up. So it makes sense. One sibling. So you don't know what happened to them either, but you, like I said, when all comes to an end, you're afraid of having someone stood there with, the lineup of, okay, this is your, I'm giving you the points of this course called life, and you failed, or you've done worse than what your peers did. And with this having been subconsciously and consciously part of your upbringing, it makes sense that you picked up on it, both consciously and subconsciously, and wanting to do something. It's something that is very common as well. So you have had several wake-up calls or aha moments throughout this reading. This was a long reading in your book. So see all these aha moments and start there and see, wow, I don't know how much time went by, but look what I did. Look what I found. Hey time, look what we managed to do. Let's continue and see what the next moment will bring. You see? I hope that can bring a little joy to you. Start right here and now. Every aha moment and every curious invitation, that's you and time having done today together. Start there. Another thing you said, but having you say it and make me focus on it for a while really helped. I can never say anything that you don't already know yourself. It can feel like it's something new and it's a new perspective we're working on, and that's what I hope to do. But you know you the best. I can simply be someone lending up a hand, stretching out a hand to see it from different perspectives. As easy as that. And I am privileged to walk beside you for a little bit. But it's your path, it's your journey, and it's beautiful that you share it and your experience, and it's beautiful for it's yours. So walk that with time, hand in hand, and see what you can accomplish and do together. And remember, friends don't rush us or stress each other. When we are feeling stressed, we comfort one another. Sometimes we need help, sometimes we need time for ourselves. Be a friend to time, and time will be a friend back. Let it be what it is. For in reality, it's just you exploring and accomplishing, wanted to come through, but acknowledging you. So if it's easier to see you accomplishing you, then that is it. One angle of a whole. Remember? Thank you for letting me bring you that. See? A little reading. Thank you, my friend. And thank you for being part of this beautiful community. I love you too. For being human, for being you. So let's do this. Wonder if I can bring the queue up. Oh, yes I can. Swedish. I don't know, how would you like me to pronounce your name, my friend? Welcome to the community. Yeah, a little reading. Yeah, but see? Take time in hand and see what you manage to do and experience together. Fenris. Fenris? Fenris. How are you, my friend? You had some questions for me, my friend? Sorry, I'm just changing position. Do you have some questions for me? We are gonna overrun today, by the way, because I feel like just being here with you guys. And I fear being left alone. So that aloneness and what that is within me is unconditional love, and the lack of is what I feel for myself. And earlier on the stream, or before the storm, because we had to end the stream because of storm, but before then I fell into a trap that wasn't a trap, or I saw it was a trap rather. And see, the same way that you fell into a long reading taking up your time, we take time in hand, and I take my fear of losing my community and seeing what that is, which is love. So I take that in hand. Everyone experiences their lives in their way, and nothing is more correct than another, because it's just life and it's happening right now. No matter what we think about it, it's right here. So why not listen to it? Why not experience it? Can you say with a few words about how you decide which music to play, or whether or not to play music at all? This music is actually provided by Epidemic Sound. So we have taken every calm bit of music that we thought would fit the stream and put it into a playlist on Epidemic Sound. So I'm not choosing which song to play, but I have picked the songs beforehand, but that is what Epidemic Sound has provided me. So I use non-copyrighted material so that we can also put this out on YouTube, so that everything can be transparent and open in our little journey. And yeah. And I always play music. Sorry, I've been absent for a bit. My mom called and I couldn't touch her again. I understand. That's beautiful! Amanda, I love that. I love that for you. Ooh, power. Can I say that? It's beautiful, my friend. And I feel what it brings up as well. That's okay. It's part of it. Okay. So, Emma, would you wanted a healing today, did you say? If you're still here, love. Oh, I think you're music changes how I feel, which can be a good thing, obviously. But recently I've been preferring to let myself feel however I feel without trying to modify it with music. Oh, so you mean in general what kind of music I listen to? It's also very random. I love to let the energies come to me. And so I love to just put everything on random and let whatever comes come, and for a reason. I believe everything is frequency, and I believe frequency finds frequency. The same I work with telepathy. But then again, there's a reason we react to it the way we do, and there's a reason to it, because it happens, and that's the only thing that can happen right here and right now. So we take it for being a reason that it happens, but in reality it is also the only reality as of this very moment. No matter how vast the universe is, and no matter how many parallel universes and dimensions and lives and all this happening at the same time, this is what we experience in our conscious, and it's beautiful. Some music is simply too sublime, too bewitching and gorgeous that I can't listen to it, as if it has to be saved and enjoyed with a great care at precious moments. When time decides. How about you decide? Maybe there's something in it. And what to say that this can't be a precious moment? You're alive. See, you're monitoring yourself and manipulating yourself. So it seems as if I'm not able to decide when such moments arise. Perhaps one is afraid to force them. And it's also you are afraid of not letting someone else be with you. You're afraid of having the cake for yourself. You are afraid of being alone. And it's okay. So Emma, what kind of healing would you like? It's okay. Why I said this, Fenric, is simply the acknowledgement of it is the start for the healing. Or the healing is already going on, but I just wanted you to know that you're not alone, and I see you. And I resonate a lot with what you experience. But can't the person to be your soulmates? I had this quote, or I did this poem, where I said that one knows true happiness when one day can lie in the ground holding someone's hand. And then I ended the poem in, is it necessary that the someone's hand belongs to another, to someone else? I see how we don't want to be alone, but you are so trying to find that one. That maybe start with yourself. Sorry, you did not ask for a reading. I'm sorry. A general? Yeah, okay. We have new friends today, Emma. And this one is gonna work with you today. It's gonna be a short healing. I hope that's okay. Oh. Did you have a good pride, Emma? See, it's still doing... Honey, if you are here, can you check why it says that they are still live? Or online, sorry. Or live. Ophelia, thank you. I find your mind soothing and interesting, and I'm happy I stumbled upon this corner of the internet. You're so welcome to be here, my friend. Join us on Discord too, if you feel like it. It's the best way to stay in contact with us. I am an intuitive counselor and healer, so an energy worker coach. So some weeks I am not able to stream, although I hope to stream at least once a week, but I do have my company. So I do have clients, so Discord is the easiest way to get in touch with us. So if you feel like it, we would love you to join. And no question is a bad question. You can ask me anything, my friend. Emma, I want to work with your ears today. because I feel you get so much. I feel this irritation of it being so silent from around you. I want to work with your ears because it comes in so much information, but you're trying to see what you would agree on picking up on instead of letting go and hearing whatever comes to you. And this is in a very spiritual way. I'm gonna see if it works now. Yes. Twitch is slow with updating. Okay, thank you, honey. Sorry, my legs are a little bit fussy today. What? Okay. So I'm gonna bring in this beautiful energy. So many people connecting to their mothers today. Just this general energy. Not today, but there's so many pieces falling to, puzzle pieces falling to place, having to do with their mothers. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna start over your chest, actually, Emma. It's just a soothing little healing today. Maybe, Bumpus, you can put the Discord link in chat. Hi, Pete. I did, yeah. There it is. Oh, Pete, thank you. Here you shows up and you just all the love. I'm gonna move into your chest, so by your heart and your lungs, but especially by your, it's not by your heart per se, but it's in the position of your heart, but on the other side. So it's inside of your ribs, your rib cage. So I just want to, I see you have a blockage here that is connected to your heart. I'm simply gonna ease it today. I don't know what is located there actually. I'm gonna start to study anatomy, so I'm looking forward to it. But this is by your hearts, and then it's going over to the other side, and it's in your ribs. Hello, Reds. Hi, my friend. We might pull an all-nighter today, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay. This has to do with your system. Let me put a little bubble in here. So when we talk about the relief that you feel and how you found the spirits of your father, Emma, the spirits of your sister, I feel you're trying to connect the two, but keeping them very, very separate. And I want to keep them at the same level by being separate, by being their own. This creates blockages when you want to find how you can feel the same emotion you have for one person to another, because every relationship is unique. So this is the stress that overrides what you feel is losing up, if that makes any sense. So let them be separate, let them be what they are. Not trying to say, oh, now Emma reacts in this way to this individual and this feels so good to be having these feelings. I wish I could take these feelings also on this one and this one, but every individual and every relationship is a unique one. So let it stay that. Okay, we're gonna move. I want to take out these clusters actually. I want to bring this out so that we can show it some appreciation. They're saying that we pulled it out over and over again. They asked me to pull it out once more. I think it's referring to how much we've been talking about it in different situations. I'm gonna let the inner child meet. That's good. I'm bringing it back in. This is good. The emotion is good. Hold on. I'm gonna travel up your throat and neck now towards your head. It's very heaty cheeks. Up your ears. And I'm gonna stay here and just provide a little beautiful calming healing to let them open up and relax. It feels almost like waves now. Can you feel it? You said yes. I heard your voice now. I missed your voice. I'm gonna move also to your third eye, but I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. There. I'm actually gonna put some healing dust in your in your ear. It might sound a little bit scary, but they're telling me it's simply for the activation, so it's just love. So I'm gonna bring out a little energetic thread, put it there. Okay, and the other one. There. And emotions back, that's okay. I'm gonna move up to your third eye. Okay. So Emma, when we come back from, when I'm back from vacation in a week's time and we continue, you have opened up your body in such a way, in a spiritual sense, that we will start the healing from a different perspective, and we will start using your own healing orbs, which is absolutely wonderful. So this was simply a little wave of love today, and when we come back, we will definitely work with this in a more, I don't want to say spiritual manner, but I think you know what I mean, with the open energies and the frequencies. That's how I feel. But this feels a little bit, it was pretty nice. Just a little something today, wouldn't you say? A very little something, but something still. But we will start activating your own because we are bursting to wanna go. Yeah, I love you. Thank you. I wish I could stay with you and just provide healing, but we are gonna do that. And we are doing it right now in your process. I can't wait. 1 week and then I'm back. Thank you, Emma, for letting me provide you that. Are you okay though, my friend? You have so much on your mind. We're gonna talk to. This is a toy dog. So it's a cuddly toy. He's beautiful. I had him since I was very little, but I think he brings in a beautiful energy to the stream, I feel. And this is starting to show again. There you are. Sorry. King Crichton, welcome back. I think I've seen you here before, have I not? Beautiful seeing you here. Red, you want to resume your place in queue? Of course. I'm just gonna see if I can find you. Yes, there you are. What would you like today, Red? I'm just trying to make sense of this. Where did you go? Will this work? I'm not sure this will work. Let me try. No. I'm trying to untoggle you from being pendant. There! Now I think it works. Let's see. Let's try this now. What would you like, Red? Would you like a reading, a healing, general, or focused? How do you feel? There! It works now! I will need to start going to sleep soon though. I'm so tired, but I love this. What would you like today, Red? It's so beautiful seeing you. 1 week and then I'm back. You're not reading? Yeah? Also, Emma, whilst I prepare this, I have a silent figurine for you, if I can find it. It's the tiny little bird that wants to come in today, meaning that small energies are also energies. I'm not sure where it went though. I'll see if I find it. Okay, Red, they're talking about expectations, expectation. We talked a lot about this on stream, so it makes sense that we will continue on the theme. Sick of expectations. And I feel like you had this time where you started to believe in other things than just your head, and you started to believe in your head being able to make sense of other things being not your head, right? Now I feel you're a little bit back into wanting everything to be right. I had another reading today. I found it, Emma. Sorry. This one comes with a message. Even a small little information part, or small information is still information. That was for you, Emma. Sorry. For you, Red. you're falling back into wanting to believe your own head and just your head. And we're actually talking about how you have the tendency of starting to fall back, starting to retract into yourself. And I'm not sure if there is an event that has spurred this, but it felt like you were on your way out before in opening up, and you're very proud of yourself in doing this and going about finding a way out of your own shell, but you're starting to retract back into it, I feel. It feels like, because your energy wants to tell me that no, indeed, you're doing your best to try to be open, but you yourself within that statement is trying to change yourself in a way, and in that retracting back into yourself. So you're back into this observing and only believing you, and I wonder if there is something that has happened that has caused this, but it feels like it's more a general thing happening. It feels like maybe you've been left alone for a while. You were gonna start writing. Let me see. Because you said last stream that you started to write and you started to open yourself up, and now it feels like you're retracting again. So I'm thinking with the writing, I feel maybe you're not trusting the words and you're not sure, because there are so many different perspectives that you're not sure if it's the truth. At the same time, you know you're telling yourself the truth. Like, we're back into this merry-go-round of you trying to find what makes sense for yourself, of yourself. What of you makes sense? And you are stuck in your own head trying to figure that out, not letting the rest of the world in. And every time I say that, and every time I mention that, your energy tells me that, no, I worked on this. But at the same time, you are looking at yourself from a very close distance. It's a very confusing energy. I wrote very little, but it just feels weird doing so for a reason. I feel the reason why you feel it's weird is because you're not trusting the words to be accurate. Because there are so many different perspectives to see one thing from. But within words, there's also perspective. A word is not a clean-cut case. There can be so many associations connected to this word, so many different ways of interpreting it. And also, more than that, it's just not word and word. It's a sentence, and it's a memory, it's an experience. What comes out does so for a reason. And why I wanted you to write was to be able to see that part of you. But why it feels weird, I would believe, is because you're analyzing every part of it. And that gets you tired. You are tired. You're tiring yourself out with analyzing each meaning, so that when you come to the end of it, you're just sick of it because you have no energy left, because you tired yourself out in the process of reading what you wrote. And you also don't even read it sometimes because it just feels awkward. And I feel why you feel it's being awkward is because you're not trusting it to be the truth. Because from what perspective is the truth? Well, every angle. You've seen me do this before, right? Every single angle is a perspective of one and the same. So whatever you write and whatever comes down on that paper is your experience. Every part of it is true because it is your life. No matter from what perspective, what angle we look at it, it's the story of the very same. And frankly, Red, I am frustrated for you in having to be by yourself and not being by yourself. So it's okay, we discussed this before, it's okay to be liking your own company. It's okay to want to be by yourself. But you're not letting yourself be that, and you're not letting yourself open up. So you're stuck in your own head, not liking your own company, because you're not sure that what that company says is the truth. What is a truth? Or what would a lie be? It's all part of the very same. It's just from different angles, because you're an observant, intelligent human being that works this way, that you see things from different angles, but you're still looking at the same thing. No matter how many dimensions and how many different perspectives and lifetimes there is, it's still the very same thing that you're looking at. And we can react to it in different ways, and it can look as and appear as different ways for us. But the experience is what comes out on the paper. That's an accurate description, because otherwise it wouldn't be there. I said this earlier on stream. I was talking about, it was with Paga. Sorry, by the way, Paga. I think I might have missed a, you wanted a sentence, I think. No? Okay. Sorry, I don't know where I got that from. I apologize. I said this to him, that you are sick of being lying in the grass field, clenching after grass straws in a field. And what I want for you, and what he is experiencing right now, I want you to be able to stand up and see what is beyond this field, merely what is beyond your own head. And the start to do that is to start to acknowledge everything that you put down on that paper in one way or another is your truth. And don't try to bend it and try to find other way around it. The only way to try to manipulate things is if you don't believe it. And this is your life, and this is you. And you are trying to do everything in order for me to see that you believe in yourself. Do you? And when you do, trust that. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing no matter how we look at it. And what comes out needs to come out. Harsh but true. I want you to be able to enjoy your life. And if you choose to do so alone, that's okay. But no matter if you want to be alone or with people or both, which is usually what happens in a life, no matter, because all of them are okay, but no matter what, I feel you deserve to enjoy the company. And if that being you by yourself, to enjoy you. You see? So try again. And don't, if you feel it right and if you resonate with it, try again and don't try to confirm and convert the words. Simply let them be just what they are and read them. Do you ever start the readings by telling the person to look at themselves and guess what they need to work on? That's interesting. I want you to do that right now, actually. Both of you. Red and Adelaide. I know I said a lot of things, but both of you right now, no matter if I've said it or not, this is something that we do with bubblegums. But no matter what you feel, no matter what you feel about what I've said, what is the first thing that comes to you? Oh, my bubblegummies know this exactly. What is the first thing that comes to you? What is the message that you want to tell yourself? The first thing that pops into your mind. Both of you right now. Because there's a reason why both of you are here. Not finding your way around your own head right now. So what is the first thing that pops into your mind? Just one word or one sentence, Red. The absolute first thing. Sarbuti. Sabuti, thank you so much for following. Welcome to the community, my friend. Or S7 Arbuti. Time. And you, Red? What pops into your head? No matter if I said it or not. First thing. Can I call you Star Booty? Trustful. So you need to... Okay, this is beautiful. So Adelaide had before a reading where we learned to or want to meet time as a friend, greet it as a friend. And so for you, greet trust as a friend. And a way of doing that is to meet your own words and to trust them to be right, trust them to be true. What else can they be? Even in a lie, there is part of truth. Everything you ever do, everything you ever tell yourself, everything that comes out of you is there for a reason. And everything that is within is there for a reason. You see? So what am I saying with this reading, Red? If you feel it right, and I will be back in a week to work on our processes, but if you feel it right, the challenge is to keep on writing and to let come out whatever that is, because you are so prompt to stopping it halfway there at the same, because you're trying to make sense of what comes out. Wait, I'm not this emotional. What is this? Or, oh, this is matter of factly. Or you are putting judgment and value or judging value on what you put down. But every part of that is part of you. And you doing so is also part of you. But I challenge you for right now, just because you have the opportunity to meet whatever it is that comes out. That is what I have. That's the little push. And a figurine. It's interesting because it's this vase that wanted to come through, and I'm looking at the cracks of it. And what they are talking about is if a vase is cracked, what will we work on first? To fix the crack, or to think about what flowers to put into it? And what I think it's about, because you're not broken. We're never broken. We are beautiful, and there's a reason why we are the way we are. But we can feel more complete if we find more pieces of ourselves, or acknowledge more pieces, because every piece is there. But I think what this is saying is simply to build your foundation, to put the flowers in, meaning let you be with when you then go out and explore the rest of your life, when you create your life. You're already living it, but they are talking about this as the next step, you know, when you get out in your adult life and you create, you put the flowers into the vase. And like I said, you're not broken. You don't have to fix the crack. The cracks are beautiful, but it could be a beautiful way of knowing what you put the flowers into by knowing yourself. It's a weird analogy, I know, but they wanted it to come through this way. And so the message, once again, with nothing behind it but love. When the vase is broken, vase or flowers, you can live your life with no vase and just hold the flowers, but they will need water to survive. And you can pick new flowers, and they can be beautiful. You live your life the way you want to, or actually you live your life no matter, because it's happening right now. But it's beautiful to have this little vase to put it into. And it's beautiful to know what that is, and to feel comfortable in putting the roses or the flowers into it. Essentially feeling comfortable with yourself. Maybe that makes more sense to you. Because that is the message. When it's broken, vase or flowers. It's with love. And I'll be back in a week to our ordinary work. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Red, for being you. And remember, you are always you. No matter how much you feel, you are you. And you are beautiful. And I can't wait to see what comes next. Let's live. Thank you. And I see you very, very shortly. I'm looking forward to get back to work. You are beautiful, my friend. The way you are. So much to think about in that one. Meet your trust as a friend. Pour it out. Meet it. Thank you. And also they are talking about life in general and how it's worth living. You are living it right now. It's happening right now. And it's fascinating to see what will happen. And I'm curious to know what tomorrow will bring. I want you to be able to bring you with in what you experience. Because happy you deserve to be, no matter if you want to share that happiness or not. It's for you. I'm sorry if I hope that you can see the love shining through. I'm starting to get so tired, so I might say weird things, but I hope you can see the love come through, my dear friends. What about me? The first thing that comes to me when I think about water. I need to drink more water, and I'm fully aware of this, but it will help me so much if I hydrate, if I drink more water, if I stay hydrated. We are looking into finding a way to have water, fresh water at home. We have, I'm just very picky, and it's awful that I am, but we have a very thick water. It's filled with chalk. No, it's not chalk. That's not the same. But it has a mineral in it that clogs up our machines and has a very thick consistency in the water. It's perfectly fine to drink. It's not that, but I am privileged, so that I prefer not to drink instead of drinking, and that is awful. So we're trying to fix a way. I just forget about it. And when it's not something that I'm looking forward to, it's more easily forgotten. It's just something that I work on. And we're working to find a way to fix this for us at home. Awful, I know, privileged, but it is my truth, and that is what is coming through. So guys, I am thinking about ending it here today. We had 2 streams today, with a storm in between of 10 minutes, or what it was. We had a storm within as well, and then everything cleared and beautiful skies. For you who are new here, feel free to come and join us on Discord. It's the easiest way to get in touch with us. I am, apart from a Twitch streamer, I am also an intuitive counselor, healer, and energy worker coach. So if you would like to get in contact with me to start your own process, it's 18 plus, and it's just to get in contact with me and say hi. We are working on trying to find a way to apply an easier way. But for now, for our international clients, the easiest way is to come to me. In Discord is the easiest, or send me an email. But it's all how you feel, and whether you want to have your own process or not, you're so welcome to join us on Discord, to join our beautiful community there, filled with wonderful people. There you can be who you are. Many people are individuals who like to be by themselves, so if someone would not answer you, don't take that personally. This is a safe space for people to breathe. And sometimes we share a lot of jokes as well and have a load of fun. And it can be very serious and very light-hearted, so if you feel like joining, come to. You are more than welcome. And for a private process with me, get in touch with me, but 18 plus, remember that. If you're under 18, I would love to talk to you still, and I can still be a friend. But for a process, it's 18 and over. Okay. This has been absolutely wonderful. And take care to all, each and every one of you. Thank you for existing in light. And you, Amanda, and Red, and Tara, and all of you, Star Booty. You are one with questions, my friend, circling all around your head. Same with Fenris, I know. No question is a wrong question. I am totally open and transparent, as long as I can keep my twins' integrity intact, because that being someone else. You can ask me absolutely anything. We are just human, and everything we experience is underneath the sun or underneath the sky. We're just us, and it's so fascinating and so beautiful to see how similar and how different we truly are. But once again, the most important part of this, is truly how I feel us to understand how we experience situations can differ so much from one person to another. But the emotional journey we share, so similar, but for different reasons, to different things, with different reactions. But if we can understand this about one another, it's like we have here in a community, we have a dear, 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 wonderful friend of ours. We started to talk about LGBTQI plus, AI plus, and gender fluidity and all of this. And it was someone who reacted very strongly on this. And what I find to be so important is to realize that when we are triggered by something, it's a beautiful opportunity for us to meet that part of ourselves, to see where that is anchored within ourselves. Because it might be associated to things that we don't consciously are aware of, but affects us in a way of triggers. At the same time, we need to realize that what we see someone else go through and feel and react to, the very, very similar emotion and emotional journey us ourselves can experience, but maybe to something completely different. But when we can understand that we know each other's emotions, of course it's individual, but it's also very similar. But for different reasons, in different situations, because we are unique. We are us. But when we can realize how similar we truly are in this, what a beautiful way to look at the world. When we feel we need to say something, when we feel we need to oppose something, there is something in that we are opposing in ourselves. And we can take that opportunity to find it. But also realize that the people you are opposing also have feelings of having to oppose something else. So if we can meet that and greet that and talk openly about it, we can have a more open world. No, we can never change the world, but it is changing right now as we speak. So let's be part of it. We are anyway. But let's enjoy it. And for me, that is to hear people's stories, to try to see it from their perspectives in order to understand my own and my own reactions that we don't always know where they come from. A long monologue, but I hope that the message comes through what I'm trying to say. Everyone in this community, everyone is welcome. And if they attack verbally me or the company, I want you to let them have the space to breathe. Because they too deserves to be seen, and there's a reason they are acting up. But if anyone affects someone else in the community in a negative way that makes you feel unsafe, please let me know. Because this is a safe space for all. But that includes anyone who feels it right. No matter your belief, no matter your opinions. We're all alive. We're all here. We deserve to be us. And we deserve to explore what that means with love. So what I said yesterday, no matter what we believe in, there is love. And that is what we celebrate. Thank you. Very long monologue. but it was a beautiful one. I'm gonna go now. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening or rest of the day or morning or night, wherever you are, whoever you are. Thank you so much for a wonderful stream. And I'll see you very soon. And join us on Discord and you will get to know when. Take care. I'll see you soon. Thank you for today. Bye. All love to you. Bye bye.